Everybody, today is ooh, the sun's bright. What is today? Tuesday, November 4th or 5th, something like that. I have noticed on my YouTube there's a video missing. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or they took it off. I don't know. But it was also, it showed some of the stuff that I had going on already done to the van. So you haven't even seen that part, the new subscribers. That's why I'm doing this morning, because I'm going to do a little quick show on the van of what we've done so far. We are, I guess, so close. The car is going into the shop tonight, and he's going to do the water pump thing tomorrow and all the checking, so I should get that back either Wednesday or Thursday. But I'm going to show you what I've done so far and plans for the curtains. I've got a whole nother way I'm going because it's just, you'll see, I'll show you. Alrighty. There's the bed. All that in there is storage. I don't think we're going to paint it or anything. I may later on down the road, but I know my husband's just getting tired of doing this, and because it doesn't mean nothing to him, but that's alright. I mean, I appreciate everything he's done so far, but if I ask too much, he gets kind of upset, so we're just going to leave it at that, okay? Yeah, so the top will come down. It's on hinges, and the top will come down. I'm going to get plastic bins. I'm trying to get enough. I'd like to get them to go this way. I'm not finding them long enough this way, or just, this probably should have been more thought out, but I will figure it out. There will be a curtain that's going to go across the front here. He's got some bright idea how to hook a thing here. I don't know. So the curtains are going to be, we try to find the wire curtain rods, and because you don't want to screw them in and out because this is plastic. And you do it too many times, you're going to end up with a big hole and a mess, and nothing's going to stay up there. So we want to put it to where it stays there. If I take off the curtains, I don't have to take down the rod. So I'm waiting for the curtains to go up, and so just keep that in mind, and I'll show you how I'm doing the curtains for these 4 windows. These 2 windows in the front here are only going to have reflectix, which I already got them all cut out for that. All the windows have reflectix are cut out except for the front and the back, and that's only because I had to order some more. So that will always go in. I won't need a curtain for the front, just reflectix. It's because I'm going to have the black curtain here, so I just put that on at night, and then I have the thing in the front, so, and then there'll be a curtain. There'll be some kind of something here, a smaller curtain maybe. I might Velcro something up there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that part yet. So that's where the porta potty goes. It's going to be eye hooks on it with a bungee cord to keep it from sliding around. A little table here for my CPAP machine, because I got to use my CPAP machine. And so that's pretty much, it's got the hardwood floors. This is all done here too. Got nice storage in there. Let me show you the kitchen now. Let's go back here and I'll show you the kitchen. Ugh. Probably gonna have to hold this open because it doesn't like to stay open when it's cold out. Alrighty, so I'll hold this. Over here is a section we built for just my little table. It's in the house, and it slides in there. It has a place for it. It's a folding table. And then once again, we have some storage down here, just like the other one. Oh, he painted this yesterday. What a mess he made right there. Well, this comes up. It's probably stuck because of the, I don't know. It's heavy. He used the thickest wheel I think he could find. And his thing was on the belt last. Well, I don't want to go there. But anyway, I have a cooler, a Yeti cooler. It's going to go in here. And I have these bins here I bought. Right here. See, these will fit in. 2 on the top. And let's see here. Like this. See? And there's another one that goes there. And then my cooler here. There'll be room probably in between for cutting boards and things like that. So one side's going to be for kitchen utensils, and the other will be like dry goods and canned goods, and this one. And then the cooler. Then up here will be my water jug. That's in the house too. It'll be sitting, I think it's 7 gallons, I believe. And it has a little spout, so you just bring it closer. He was going to build something here, but like I say, I think he's done with me. You know, something that pulls out, but that's all right. I will figure it all out. I'm done it for 20-some years. I'll just keep continuing. But I can pull it closer, fill up the water. It'll probably should have a bungee cord here too. I do have the white stuff I'm going to put down so things don't slide. I have a Coleman 2-burner stove, and I also have a 1 butane stove. And this will be, it'll sit there, and when I want to cook, I just pull it this way, or I might have a table set up on the side, or something like that. I'm going to see what kind of jars and stuff I can find that will sit in on their side, and there'll be labels like for beans and rice, because I ordered a like a little pressure cooker, camper pressure cooker type thing, and when I get it, I think I'm getting it Friday. I'll show it to you, but this way you can cook the beans you're going to eat that day. You don't, and it's not, you know, dry beans, and you're not going to use all your gas cooking beans all day. So you do it in this thing, and you let it sit, and then they're done, you know. I'm sure each one has its own little, you know, you're probably going to have to figure out how long you have to let it sit. 'Cause I think you boil it first, and then you let it sit because the steam and the pressure cooks it. I seen it on Adventure Van Man. Oh, I just love his videos. He's just such a peaceful person, you know. You don't see many people that are just peaceful and mosey on along in life, and I just love that. But he has some really good ideas and he cooks really good looking food. And I'm somebody that cooks, and I'm funny about my food, but his food looks pretty good. His is Adventure Van Man. If I remember, I'll put a link at the bottom, but you know, I have a thick head. This I found this at a yard sale. I just loved it. I thought it was so good. But I think it's going to get put here, and I'll probably put spices and stuff in here, because it won't fit on the other side because the bed won't go up. You know, so that didn't work. But I'm going to use it anyway. Put my silverware in there. Like I say, I have that white stuff that keeps stuff from slipping. And I find that if it don't work, then I will have to screw it down. But and I'm going to get a fire extinguisher I was going to put here, but I'm thinking you'll never get it out of there. So I'll probably end up bolting the fire extinguisher on the edge here. See how much room I got. Because I do have a fire extinguisher. I'm actually going to buy 2. I haven't bought them yet. So I like to have one up front and one in the back. You just never know. And then you're safe. And I don't think I need a CTO or CO2 thing, because I'm not running anything gas. You know, I don't know. But, you know, that's just stuff but I want to go in and show you my generator and a few other things. Don't mind my house. It's like I have been creating and shuffling stuff around. Here's my porta potty. And here's my water thing. See, this will sit up here like this. I'm doing this video too because I have a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you. So catch them up a little bit too. So I'm just going to kind of go over this a little bit. But when the final tour comes, ooh, it's going to be so much fun. I bought this for my shower. It has I think it's called a gammy seal lid. And this, I got the idea from Bob Wells. He's Cheap RV Living. If I remember, I'll put that down there too. If you notice, the hardwood floors is saying it's in my van. I'm going to paint this black. This is going to be sprayed painted black. And then I have an immersible shower pump. and with a shower head on it that will go in there and for showers. But that I will only be filling up like if I'm going out somewhere for a few days where there's no facilities. My front passenger seat is going to be a very big storage area. These are some bins that I bought for underneath the bed, but only 2 of them fit, and I'm really not happy with it, so I don't know what I'm doing there yet. This is my new Coleman stove. These are what we were going to do first, these kind of things, but because the windows are so weird shaped, it's not going to work. There's my table that slides right into that spot. I have 2 curtain rods. One, I was actually going to take one back, but I think I'm going to use it to hold up the back end because when it's cold, it won't stay up. It probably needs new hydraulics. And there's my butane one. I've had that for a while. This is the generator I got. It's a Jackery, and it's 500 watts. Let me get this up here. It's 500 watts. It's you can charge it outlet plug, or you can charge it with let's bring it up here. Solar. I'm right now looking for solar panel. This company here, I have tried everywhere to find the answer, find the solar panel that goes with this. I don't even think they sell one. I think this is just what they have. And it says you need an 85 watt solar system. Now, I have a question. If anybody out there knows the answer, if I bought a 100 watt solar panel, would it still work, or does it have to be 85 watts? I know it can't go under because that wouldn't make sense, but I don't know if it would if too much sun power would blow up my generator or not. I've been trying to find the answer. It doesn't say in their manual at least 85 watts. It's not saying anything like that. So I'm going to call a solar place too today, but it also does 110 USB 12 volt, or 120 I mean. It has a light, little flashlight here, little flashlight. It's really nice. I like it. It will run a mini fridge for 9 hours, so it will certainly do what I need to do. Run my CPAP machine at night, maybe a fan or a heater, and charge up my stuff. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. This is my mattress. It's 4 inches thick piece of foam rubber. Thing's been in and out. My dog's been laying on it in there. But anyway, I got a mattress pad for a nice cooling one. And so when that's all done, there's my Yeti cooler. It's the smaller one. I went for the Yeti cooler instead of the, which probably would have been cheaper to go with the 12 volt. But I wasn't sure where my power sources was going to come from or how it was going to be. So these, I've never used the Yeti cooler. I've heard good things about it. It's fine if I only have to put ice in it every 3 to 4 days. I can do that. I have no problem with that. I've been camping with coolers before, and you had to do it every day, especially when you live in Florida. And that's where I've camped, in Florida. It's hot. Yeah, so here are my reflectix that I made for all the windows. This was a pattern because this was a funny shaped window, so I had to piece things together, and then I cut out the other one. But I have a roll of reflective coming, so I have this. I'm going to replace one and another one. These are the other reflectix, and I cut out the curtains. The curtains are all cut out for all 4 windows. I just have to cut out the felt now that's going to go on the other side of it, because when they're shut with the tinted windows, it'll look really blacked out. I'm going to stitch witch it. I'm not sewing it. And like I said, we couldn't keep taking off the hangers because it's plastic and it will keep ruining. What I decided to do is wait until the curtain rods are up. I'm going to stitch witch, because Even though the window's odd shape, I made it the curtain square. I'm going to stitch witch 3 sides, turn it inside out so it's nice and clean edges, and then when we put up the curtain rod, we'll see, it has to be on both ends. See, every time I think of this, it's something else I forgot. Oh, God. Yeah, because if you're going to take it off and change it, it's got to be like that on both ends. Okay, so I'm going to do on the both ends what I'm going to do on the top. Okay, what I'm going to do is just do the 2 sides. When I get the curtain rods to go up, I'm going to see how much taunt I have, and I'm going to put Velcro, maybe the Velcro dots, and then so it has a nice clean edge, and then the Velcro on the other side, and that's how you will be taking it on and off from the top to bottom. I can even put a little decorative something on that. So, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do with that. I have to wait. I am going to do some stitch witching on that stuff today because I want to get the curtains done. They're driving me nuts. I think I'm getting my... I looked for something on Amazon, and I think yesterday, I think I'm getting my Reflectix today, which will be nice. I can get all that done. And see, these Reflectix are only going to be used at night when I'm camping at night, especially if I'm camping in a parking lot or out in the boondocks somewhere. These fold up. These can fold up really easily. They weren't folding up that well when I had the fabric and the felt all duct taped together on this. It wasn't working. That's why I want to recut this one here too, because this one here is bulky, but I'll recut it and it won't be. I have another one to do that too. So that is my update for today. Oh, and I got my hair done on Saturday. I got all the gray out. My house is a wreck. I really do need to pick up my house today. I have just been doing things and just trying to get things, and I'm trying to get more organized, and I'm actually getting more disorganized. If that makes sense. I don't know. I think my mind is just everywhere, and I'm just like ready to go, and I just can't. I don't want to do this. I just want to get in the van and go, but I got to do this to get to that, and I know that. And every day I find that I'm getting closer to it. So it's like when you walk into a room. And I know this from experience in my daughter's room. Her room would be a wreck. It was like, oh, God. But once you got started, you had a plan. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I feel kind of like that. I don't feel so helpless at this point because his part is getting done. I'm getting my van into the shop, which was a big thing because that was going to hold up everything. Nothing could be done, go anywhere until that was taken care of. So that'll be taken care of this week. Let's see, what else? Something else I wanted to tell you. I know I haven't been on in the last few days, or probably over a week. And that's why I'm doing this video, because I have gotten some new subscribers. Hi, I'm so glad to have everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're going to go on a great adventure. Yeah, so I just want to, well, you know what? I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself for the ones out there that just tuned in. I'm an empty nester. I'm 54 years old. I've been married 20 years. Been together almost 25. I'm an empty nester. My daughter left the nest, and I was just left here. Everybody had a life but me. And I'm like, and my husband wasn't putting me into his life. He's made his life his pattern. And once I realized that, I thought, well, I'm going to do what I want to do. And I do like being out in the woods. To me, that is my therapy. That's my church. I've always been like that. I think for so long, I had been a mother for so long doing my mothering job that after it was gone, I started to realize I'm dying inside. I don't want to sit here for 10 years. He didn't want to retire early, which it could have been done. It can very well have been done. But he's got other plans, he's got other agendas, and we're not on the same page as that. He wants nothing to do with moving to North Carolina. He doesn't want to have nothing to do with traveling like I'm going to. Because I thought, you know, I even tried to talk about what we're going to do when we're retired. When I realized I wasn't in the plans, his plans, I knew I had to make my own because I'm not going to sit here and just die. So that's kind of what that is. He doesn't care that I'm doing this. That's fine because I'm going to do it, whether he cared or not, actually. But it goes a lot smoother. So I'm just kind of finding my own new path, finding who I am. I've lost myself in all of this. I do not regret any of it. I've gotten my beautiful daughter out of it. I don't regret any of that. I had a great time when I met my husband for many years. It's been the last probably 4 or 5 years that when I was starting to think, you know, the last couple of years of my daughter in high school, I knew that things were going to come to a change. So I was trying to find things that we could do as a couple, do together. And it would be, oh no, I'm going to hunting camp. Oh no, we're going to a concert. You know, so, and that went on for a while. And then I would try to talk to him about when we retire, let's buy a house up there. I'm not buying one. I'm not moving out of Florida, blah, 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 blah. So, you know, that's kind of how it went. I can't control other people. I can only control myself. And I'm very happy with the decisions I made. I don't regret my life, but I will regret it if I don't get off my ass and get the heck out of here. I'm tired of the Florida heat. I'm tired of sitting in the house all summer long and gaining more and more weight. You know, I can't do it out there in the heat. Every year it's getting worse for me. I'm done with it. I'm done. So I'm going with it. And if this van dwelling thing really turns out the way I think it's going to, I'm really going to enjoy it. I'm going to be in different places and see different things and meet different people. I will eventually be getting a bigger van, or maybe in a Class B, you know, something like that. Because I know I'm going to want something bigger. This is fine from now. I came from a tent. If you go back and watch some of my videos, I had 2 camping trips. My second one was great until I had some car issues. And if you look, I learned a lot of lessons through my camping trips. Not to get so hysterical right away. Be level thinking. That's what the second video will show you, because what a break. What your battery has anything to do with your water pump. But when you're it has everything to do with it. You have to watch it. It's kind of hysterical. And I laugh at myself when I think about it. Go back and think about it. But I learned valuable lessons from both camping trips. My first camping trip, I was there the second day and my zipper on my tent broke. I was like, I'm not going home. I just got here. It was beautiful. It was in the Panhandles in April. I was at the Falling Water State Park. Oh, it was a beautiful place. So I said, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'll fix this problem myself. I'm not going to go home. I could not sleep in my van because I had everything I owned in the van. That's a whole nother thing. I'm telling you, I learned a lot. I'm crazy, I guess. But, and plus you had a tote. There was a lot of toting. Oh, God. But, what happened was I went to Walmart's and bought another one, and they didn't have many selections because I wanted another little pop-up easy one like the one I had. They didn't have that, so I had to get one. You had to do the things, and it said easy. Well, after 4 hours of me trying to put it up, I went to the camping host. He helped me pick it up. Granted, that day, I spent the day putting up a tent. It was a wasted day, and then we had rain. But I did get to do some stuff there, and then when on my second trip, which was 11 days, the first one was only 7, the next one was 11. What was I thinking? I just wanted to be out of the heat, as long as I could afford it. But that didn't go so well either. But I was at the best spot in the world to be stuck. So I was right on a creek, so but I learned a lot from both of those, and I am fully loaded with AAA, a clear credit card, cash in my pocket, so if anything happens, fix it, credit card, on my way. I'm not going to get hysterical. I'm not going to get crazy, And I don't, and that was one thing why I didn't want to get a Class C when I came back, because first I wasn't going to ever do it again. I was never going to go camping again. I'm over it. Was really upset. It really upset me. And I made the best out of a bad situation, let's put it that way. Once I calmed down, and that's why I said I'm not getting a Class C. I can't have my home and a motor and all of that, you know. And I went from one thing to another. And if you watch the videos, you know, it took a lot of figuring out. And that's what I had to do. I had to figure it out. And that's what I'm doing. So this was just probably not a very quick update, but this is just wanted to let you know that I'm live and well. Plan is still on. I hope to be out of here by after Thanksgiving. I don't see me out of here before then, only because my husband's leaving for a week next week. He'll be gone. He's working in Oklahoma next week. So, you know, I may do a little day trip or something. I may go somewhere in Florida, maybe on the West Coast, and maybe do a little trial and error type stuff. But I have to see, I want to make sure I have my solar panel. So if anybody knows the answer to my question, if it asks for if it says 85 watt solar panel, it doesn't say at least up to, it doesn't say warning, don't go past 85. Can I buy 100? So if you know the answer, let me know. And I'm going to let you all go. It's been long enough. I'm going to drink my coffee, relax for a few minutes, and I think I'm going to start straightening up this house and working on my curtains. So probably won't see you again until probably after the weekend, or maybe during the weekend. He's leaving Sunday, so maybe next week as I start putting my stuff together in the van, because that's what I'm going to be doing all next week, is getting everything put into the van. That's why I want him to get the curtain rods up and everything before he leaves, so I can work on that stuff. So I will be, I don't know how fast it's going to go. That's what I'm saying. I have no control over this end. I will not leave you high and dry, and I will be back with an update if nothing happens. If things are going, I will be showing you as I go. So I will talk to you all later. Y'all have a great Tuesday afternoon, and I will see you on the other side.